It's a show. It's a podcast show. Welcome to the Julie Cross Podcast Show. Empowering, energising and entertaining. Hi friends, welcome to the podcast show. Wanted to tell you a little bit of a story about a girlfriend of mine. So she's a friend and she's also a speaking colleague. She's an inspirational speaker, so in the same genre of speaking that I am. So, about getting onto the stage and empowering people up to live their best lives and find the positive in amongst the negative, about taking personal responsibility, showing self-leadership, managing your energy, all those similar kind of messages. And she's certainly a wonderful performer, and she puts on a great event. She's going through a difficult time at the moment, and in her words to me, she said she feels like a fraud. And she's not the only person I've heard this from. That how can I get up and talk about that when I'm feeling so low in my life right now? And I think that we need to sort this out because, we want people to be authentic, but that is why she is authentic. That is why I am authentic, because being positive and talking about positivity doesn't mean that I'm always positive. It means that I have the ability to own when I'm being negative and lead myself through it. That is what makes me real and honest and authentic and not a fraud. That's what makes it real. So being talking about getting your shit together doesn't mean I've always got my shit together. It means I have an ability to own when I haven't got my shit together and do something about it. And that's how I can share that with you. That's how I can be honest in my conversation from the stage with you, because I have been there. So I think that we've got to be aware of that. But it doesn't mean that you're a fraud because you don't have your act together all the time. To speak on being positive and changing those thoughts in your head doesn't mean you don't have to work on it. It means you do have to work on it, and that's how you're able to talk about that. That's how you're able to be honest about that. So, being a good parent and bringing up great kids and doesn't mean that I've always done it right. I can say now that my kids are great kids and I talk about that, but that doesn't mean I did it right all the time. I didn't do it right all the time. So that makes me real and honest to be able to share that part of that journey with you. So don't let us get confused that we think that, well, I'm showing the world that I just had a happy holiday, but there's all this shit going on in the background. We all have shit going on in the background. And so that is what makes us real and honest and authentic. So please don't think that you have to present this person to the world and then feel like because behind the scenes it's all falling apart that everyone's judging me. It's just not like that. And I think that we just have to be more honest about that. And the way that we do that is to be more honest in sharing when we're feeling low. Because what inspires people is the fact that you got back up through it. Because how can you inspire people if you're not acting in an inspirational manner? So if I didn't have anything to get through in my life, how could I possibly get on stage and inspire anybody else? That would be being a fraud, in fact. And so it is because you have had the tough times that you're able to get back up through them that you inspire the people around you. And that is being honest and authentic. So give yourself some credit for that. Thank you. See you next time. Would you like a little bit more sparkle? Then you're invited to download a free poster at juliecross.com.au.